Hello and welcome to a game of Dota 2. We are watching the third game of a best of 3 between Terrible Damage, formerly known as EIZO Cup, and Baguette, the Frenchies. So we're going to have them on the Radiant team. We're going to have Terrible Damage on the Dire team. We have got a 1-for-1 score, so this is the third game. Winner of this matchup will move on to the semi-finals in the EIZO Cup 7th edition. And we're going to see which one it's going to be. We're going to also see no IO, no Barrier, no Lifestealer, and also no Visage, because those are banned out. We already have EIZO Cup banning, or sorry, I will call him TTD, picking up the Naga Siren with the Weaver picked up by Baguette. So far, I believe the Weaver has been on the losing side both games. We didn't really get to see game number 1, unfortunately, but we'll see if that's the case, or at least not most of it. We'll see if that's the case again for Baguette this game. Naga Siren, at least that's something new. Well, slightly new. See if there's gonna be some songs to help out. First Baguette though, what are they gonna pick up? Is it gonna be a tree or is it gonna be a Shadow Demon? We've seen both before. Not today. Actually, we haven't seen a tree with a Weaver today before. We've seen a tree today though. We've seen a lot of games today. It's been 2 weeks since I've casted, and this is instantly like the first day I'm back. Hey, let's have ourselves 3 best of 3s. Yay. So this is my 7th game that I'm casting today. Awesome. 7.5. We casted a half game of the first game of this best of 3. Which unfortunately, if you're watching the VOD, there's no VOD off because I was kind of in an awkward mood. But hey. You want to see this game, so here I am. So let's see. Baguette taking into their bonus time, taking their time to think about it. Go on, Baguette. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. OD is still in the pool as well. Might see them picking up the OD. Going for him mid. Oh, I like it! They're instantly already making this game all the more interesting by picking up the Tidehunter. One thing about the Tidehunter with the Naga Siren in the pool is something that is actually really good for the Tidehunter, because if you have a song, of course, which you can, like, you're getting slept. Like, there's a big initiation coming up from TTD, right? And they're going for it. And you're a Tidehunter, you're standing there. If you spam your button as fast as you can, unless there's going to be something like a Jakiro on the side of TTD, there's no way anything is going to interrupt you from casting your Ravage, and therefore giving you better initiation than TTD has. So that's something to take into account. You've got the Razor banned out as well as the OD now. With a Lone Druid picked up for TTD, that's going to be Mag's hero.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
We're going into reserve time for TTD now for the last ban. So you have all the support heroes in the pool like Chen and Enchantress. I guess there's no really supports, but heroes that we have seen banned out earlier today. We're gonna have a Darkseer banned out, as we saw him banned out in the previous game as well, which is interesting because that means that TTD is expecting that Weaver to be a carry Weaver, since they're banning out an offlane. Now both Weaver and Tidehunter are known to be able to play offlane. And Weaver, of course, maybe more so than Tidehunter. We've seen Tidehunter actually a couple of times solo mid. And we'll see. I mean, whichever role he's going to play, we don't know it yet. And that's, of course, one of the strengths of picking him up first, or at least one of the first pickups. Just, I mean, it's not really a hero that you pick up because you think that your enemy team is going to pick it up before you do. I mean, that's not the case with the Tidehunter. The thing is, though, that with picking up the Tidehunter, you're not giving TTD anything to build on, because both of these heroes can be playing any kind of role. We've got a Keeper of Light banned up by Baguette. Of course, one of those supports that works very well together with a Naga Siren. I would still would like to see a Jakiro, by the way, up on TTD, but we'll see.
Seconds remaining.
Let's see what Baguette goes for.
5 seconds.
They're going to be revealing a little bit more about their strategy. We still have a lot of hard carries that need to be picked up, I guess. Well, I say hard carries, but Weaver and Naga Siren in theory could be that. Lone Druid even as well, so maybe hard supports. Shadow Demon still in the pool. We've seen a lot of Shadow Demons today. But also Rubik. Still in the pool. And there's some good stuff to steal. They go for a Crystal Main support first. And there's your Rubik. Let's see if he's gonna be lucky stealing a Ravage. Of course, it's in theory should be impossible to steal a Ravage because either you're gonna be in range to get hit by it, or you are gonna be not in range to get hit by it, but then you're also not in range to steal it, and you have to get closer. And by that time, Tidehunter should at least have casted something else. There's your Timber Saw. Picked up by Baguette. I like it, I think. And I have to say, if you're a Rubik and there's a Timber Saw on your opponent team, that's so fun to work with. You're gonna be able to steal so many fun spells.
Seconds remaining.
Puck.
There goes a puck picked up by TTD.
Radiant team ban.
Solid mid-hero, what can we say about that, right? And yes, it's getting late. Sue me. Baguette. Last ban incoming. So what does TTD need? They have got themselves a mid-hero. I mean, we still don't really know what Naga Siren is going to be. Either support or carry.
5 seconds
Could be either.
remaining.
So that's going to be either support or carry banned out by Baguette. They actually ban out a Windrunner. We've seen TTD going for a dual lane before with a Windrunner and a support. And maybe they don't want to be dealing with that again. They ban out the Templar Assassin themselves because they know that TA can destroy puck mid. As we saw in the previous game as well, so no surprise there. And Baguette, they're kind of missing a mid-hero, but I'm saying that, and I know that Timbersaw, Tide, and Weaver have all been playing mid before. Hell, Crystal Maiden mid would be fun as well. But in theory, they don't need anything. In theory, they have 3 solo lanes ready, and that you can pick up any roamer that they want to have.
10 seconds remaining.
Personally, I'd like to see, well, actually, that was not what I was going to say, but hereby I say, personally, I would like to see Gyrocopter, because they sound cool now. Now, Gyrocopter picked up by Baguette. Means that we're going to see Tidehunter or Timbersaw mid. And I'm saying those because we actually have seen Tidehunter in the jungle. But I'm like, the more logical would be Timbersaw mid, Tidehunter Crystal Main supporting the Gyrocopter, and Weaver on the off lane. Or on the safe lane solo with the tri-lane Gyrocopter, Timbersaw, Crystal Main. It could work out as well. TTD? One more hero pickup to go for? Is it going to be a carry? Is it going to be support? Is it going to be something totally different? Bring it. They have a lot of time to think about this though. And even if they already know what they're going to be picking up, they can at least, you know, brainstorm about how Baguette's going to run things. It's the old Lone Druid Juggernaut combination. Ooh, I almost unplugged my monitor there. That's not good. Let's get my feet out of the wires. Thank you. So we have got the Juggernaut Lone Druid combination. That's something that we've seen like half a year ago when, or a little bit more than half a year ago when LGD International introduced it. You have got yourself 2 heroes that are pretty tough to shut down. Lone Druid, just overall tanky. Juggernaut that can spin away, can heal himself. And just overall tanky. They can push together really nicely because of course you've got yourself a healing ward, you've got yourself a bear. And it's just a very strong combination overall. So I like it. Let's see how they're gonna lane things. We're first gonna jump ourselves over to the Radiant side where Baguette's getting ready for battle. Baguette, the French team, sitting on the Radiant side for this game. It's a 1-1 score. You're watching the EIZO Cup. You are watching the 7th EIZO Cup even. And you are watching the quarterfinals. The winner of this one will face Life in the grand finals. Not grand finals, because, I mean, semi-finals are gonna be first. So winner of this best of 3 will face Life in the semi-finals tomorrow at 1800. With also the other semi-finals being Empire versus KP also tomorrow at 1800. Finals being played after that one. So let's see who we have here. Baguette. We have Pasto playing the Timbersaw. We'll take it on the mid lane. Marsu will take it on the off lane. So there's a solo suicide lane. Weaver. And then we do have a trial lane. The trial lane that I said would happen indeed. It is the Tidehunter, the Crystal Main, and the Gyrocopter. Before I'm going to jump over to see who's playing what. Just gonna see if they scout someone else. No, Slave is gonna be playing the Gyrocopter, Voya on the Crystal Maiden, and then last but not least, it is Rose playing the Tidehunter as a support Tidehunter. So That's everybody on the side of Baguette. Let's jump ourselves over to the CIS team, the CIS Slayer team, as they used to be called. Of course, formerly known as EIZO Cup, now known as Terrible, Terrible Damage. We've got Tamar Wild playing the puck. He'll be taking on the mid lane. On the off lane, it will be Jackal. On the Juggernaut, that means that we're going to see an aggressive trial lane played by them. EIZO Zik taking on the Naga Siren with Always Wanna Fly on the Rubik. And then last but not least, it is Mag on his signature Lone Druid. On the top lane, we'll be taking on the Weaver. Should be an okay lane for Mag. Marsu will at least be able to do what he wants until Mag is level 5. But when he's level 5, Marsu is going to be having so much harassment from that bear. The Entangle will make him visible, and he is going to be in a world of pain. So let's see what's going on in this aggressive trial lane, because that's going to be our main thing where we're going to watch right now. Because mid lane, it's a puck up against the Timbersaw. Timbersaw is one of those heroes that in theory shouldn't die. He already went for reactive armor, making him extra tanky, blah blah. Tamar Wild has got himself an orb, got himself a face ship. Escape Artist, two Escape Artists up against each other, so that's fairly lighten up matchup. But aggressive trial lane, I mean, has his name for a reason, needs to be aggressive. Let's see how aggressive they can be. In terms of counter initiation coming up from Baguette, I mean, if someone goes on the Tidehunter or on Crystal Maiden, there's going to be Nova. There's not really any hard disable apart from the Frostbite that hasn't been skilled yet by the Crystal Maiden. And that's going to be tough for Baguette. They have got a Gush if they want to. They've got themselves a Rocket Brush, so the counter initiation, the damage is there. But perhaps not the disable is there. So there is disable on the side of TTD. So we've got ourselves a net. Shoot, Naga Siren pick it up. Telekinesis is there. And of course, Rubik and Juggernaut, the combination between those two is actually quite solid. You can of course telekinesis someone and Blade Fury in him and make sure he's not able to run away, and takes most of the damage from the Blade Fury. So that's that. It's going to be something that we're going to see EIZO Cup trying to put to work. But at the same time, we already saw just now Flak Cannon's picked up by Slave. And Flak Cannon, wait a second, Marsu, he's eating stuff. But he's actually able almost to kill off the bear now. He's resummoned. I was going to say, because that would be a big win for him if he kills off that bear. But that Orb of Venom is going to be painful for him. But back here, Flak Cannon is going to be very annoying for this lane. The aggressive trial will be forced back from it. They will be forced to use some regen. Because, I mean, you are on aggressive trial lane, you want to be aggressive, but you only want to do that if you're full on HP. So even if you get Flak Cannon just once, you might be wanting to take down a Tangle, just so you're, full HP when you go on your enemy team. Talking about going on your enemy team, Pasto looks to be going on Tamar Wild. He tries to orb himself away though. Courier flying in the midst of all of this. Tamar Wild sticking around. Invis Rune by Pasto. He's not done just yet. He has got another... Oh, he's got another Whirling Death, but he doesn't go on it just yet. Meantime, bottom lane, that's where that first blood hits. Rose goes down. The net was there. The Blade Fury was there. Jackal takes a ton of damage. Won't go down though. Maybe Flak Cannon will do the job. One more hit needed. Doesn't have the vision. They go for EIZO Zik instead. They have to be careful though. Always Wanna Fly has got mana for his combination again. In comes the Tide. Maybe they can counter initiate here. Maybe they can still do something, but the regen is already there. And it looks like we're all gonna see TTD backing off after a successful gank. Almost having a first blood in mid. Almost made me miss first blood on bottom. Surprisingly so. But the initiation came as we were expecting it to be. Just one out of position is all they need. If they have got full HP and mana, they should be able to survive that. At the same time, this Lone Druid, almost level 5. I say this Lone Druid, but I mean the one on top. I just don't want to move my camera because, something might happen. But when this Lone Druid reaches level 5, that's going to be me swapping towards the top lane slightly a couple of times, because Entangles up on that Weaver will hurt him a lot. In the meantime, Timbersaw sitting on 10-0 with Tamar Wild 25 for 10. But Tamar Wild getting ahead here in his mid lane. And that's going to be Mag, level 5. He has a very low bear though. He can't really send him on the Weaver too much without resummoning it. But Entangles are the ones that you should be worried about if you're a Weaver right now. Level 4, level 5 now. There's a little bit of level experience in favor of Mag, who is 26 to 11. Weaver sitting on 15 to 1. Still getting some last hits, just not as much as Mag is getting. So right now, this is mid lane that is won by Tame Wild, top lane won by Mag, bottom lane not lost by TTD, not necessarily won. I mean, yeah, they got the first blood. Yeah, they kind of slowed Gyrocopter's farm. I guess we can call it one. Wait a second, what's happening here? The bear is under siege. Germinate attack. No. Denied! No 3 on a goal for you. The resummon on the bear is very close. And you can resummon it again right now. Gonna be sending it on the Weaver straight away, perhaps. Looking for those entangles. In the meantime, I was gonna fly, trying to use the pool of Baguette to pull the lane back out. At least making sure that Baguette's not getting that much of the pool. I mean, their supports are slightly on their levels right now. Of course, that's gonna be the difference between the lanes. As well, that's gonna be an entangle. Can't run from the entangle. Mag gets himself a solo kill. But back to bottom. I mean, that's gonna be the thing for aggressive trailing. You know that you're gonna be getting less experience if you are the ones to initiate the aggressive trailing. So you're sacrificing experience on your supports. You can get it back by ganking and killing, or just by killing nonetheless. So they already got 1 kill, which is nice. Wait a second. What's he doing here? Timbersaw with the haste rune. Not able to kill off Mag just yet. He's not yet done though. Misses his chakram. Takes a couple of tower hits. In comes the Weaver looking for a Shikushi. Mag gonna try to have his bear help him out. In comes there's Whirling Death. That's gonna be a kill. Lone Druid can't survive from that one, and nobody coming in to help. All they did was take some free farm on the puck. And that's that. Tame Wild. Not ready to help his teammates out just yet. But yeah, aggressive trial lane. Back to my train of thought. So that's something that you are able to do when you are on the safe lane from the aggressive trial lane, or like on the safe side. You should be able to pull a sec to get your support some extra levels, so if you don't die, you should be getting ahead. Right now though, that's not really the case, because every time they do that, like, look at this. They don't get the experience for the jungle creeps. They're actually helping Jackal farm a little bit, and they're still feeding the creeps towards their enemy team, so they're not getting anything extra out of being on this lane. Out of being the supports on this aggressive trial, against this aggressive trial. So we have a level 3 support, almost level 4 up on the Tide. We've already got level 4 up on Naga, who's already halfway through, almost level 4 up on Rubik. So TTD slightly ahead in terms of experience. In the meantime, Tame Wild very much ahead in his middle lane, but of course Timbersaw now has a kill to his name, so it's kind of helping out with that, making it a little bit even maybe. Of course, I mean, net worth wise, it's still not going to be amounting to any number that the puck can have. Lone Druid also doing still really well despite him dying. Still second highest on the net worth. Still almost a K higher than his counterpart, the Weaver, at the moment. In the meantime, we have got ourselves a gank. Crystal Main coming in from the side. The Gush already hit. They want to go for Weejazik. Weejazik looks for an entangle. In comes a blade for Evoria. Gets a frostbite off Rocket Barrage. Weejazik will go down. In comes Always Wanna Fly. They are able to take down the Crystal Maiden at least, but they look for more Jackal. Doesn't have another Blade Fury. In comes the TP. Dream Coil hits upon Rose. Can't get away. Lands another Gush because he knows he's gonna die. Tries to do as much as he can before he dies. Jackal gets himself a double kill. And the rest gets himself out. So 2 supports go down for 1 support. And Jackal gets himself a double kill for that one. The first rotation that Tame Wild does, he gets himself an assist. Flies back towards middle lane. In the meantime, we do have another rotation. Voya, after dying, goes back towards the top lane. Mag, though, full NHP. 1 entangle, and Crystal Maiden is going to be very sad. I mean, she's only level 3. This bear can just eat her up. Come on, Voya. You can do it. Gank up the crazy mean bears. Timbersaw goes down in the middle lane. Solo kill by Puck. We actually have got Rose coming in to try and help, but it was too late. Entangle. Hit up on the Weaver. Mag. In some trouble. In comes a Frostbite perhaps as well. Oh, Entangle up on Voya. That could be a kill. Mag. He's in his bear form though. Can't really go in. Not with Marsu hanging around there. Can't get that kill. Gyrocopter does go down though. Keep following the wrong fights. It's very frustrating. I'm gonna blame that on the hour. But it is a Gyrocopter that goes down. I mean, he was left alone by his supports. We already saw the Tidehunter went middle. We saw the Crystal Maiden went top. Both weren't able to get anything, so what happens then? Yeah, your gyrocopter goes down because he's all by his lonesome, and he is way far out of his safety of his own tower.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Tidehunter wants to have it level 6 before he can really fight here. Maybe they're gonna go for it though. TP in. Timbersaw, as well as Weaver, they want to go for this. Always Wanna Fly gonna be the target. He tries to run, does have boots, in comes a Chakram. Always Wanna Fly will end up going down. Will they get more is the question. You know, Jackal is already running away. We just Zig gets himself out, or can he? In comes Marsu. He tries to run. It's very tough to run from a Timbersaw as well as a Weaver though, but he will have the support of Tema Wild who comes in. Tema Wild who does have a Dream Call should they try to go for him. In comes a Swarm. Marsu not done chasing just yet. Comes the orb and the silence. Marsu! One more hit needed. He gets a kill out of that one. That's overextension. Puck. Tema Wild with the kill upon the Weaver. Sad, sad Weaver. In comes Slave in the middle lane trying to get some solid farm up in there because he can't get any solid farm up on the middle lane, or bottom lane rather. Middle lane doesn't look like a easy target for him either. Tema Wild. I mean, he's got a regen rune, so he's gonna be back to full HP and mana very soon. And actually goes for silence up on Slave. Still has that regen rune ticking. Didn't get a hit. In the meantime, bottom lane, Pasto, at least he's gonna be a little bit more tanky. He won't die against the aggressive Trilon, or shouldn't die against the aggressive Trilon. Let's just put it that way, shall we? Crystal Maiden, solo farming it up on the top lane. Oh, that's a very brave Crystal Maiden. Meantime, the bear being slightly sad, but he can be resummoned if Mag wants to. And it almost looks like he still wants to go for an armlet. Like, it's possible, don't get me wrong. This is not ideal anymore. It will take HP away from the bear. But you can turn it on and fight. If you're good at microing, you can do that. It's fine. There's a resummon on the bear. In the meantime, bottom lane, we have got Timbersaw. You can just clear trees. Should be able to get himself out. Might be able to get a kill. Never mind. Can't get himself out. Puck with a kill. Meantime, mid lane, Slave forcing We Just Zig away. We Just Zig, who just wants to be here to get some experience. And Mag, who's gonna get ganked once again. This time, Tidehunter is gonna try to help Marsu. I don't think they can get him though. Tidehunter does have a Ravage. Perhaps that is a difference. I mean, Ravage would hit Mag right now, but is there enough damage is the question. I doubt it. Well, maybe with Crystal Maiden helping out. You have to realize though, if you're gonna try and go for a gank upon someone that's close to his tier 1 tower, you're gonna be expecting TPs. Talking about TPs, I mean, there's gonna be TP for the Timbersaw, and they want to try and take down him. They should be able to do that. They are going for the... Nah, they're not gonna go for Lone Druid at the same time. We are gonna see Timbersaw die, Gyrocopter die. I mean, now they go for Lone Druid, but he can just walk himself away. Will there be a Ravage used on him? They might actually do that. TP comes in though. In comes a Frostbite Mag. In comes a Ravage. Mag indeed goes down. Tema Wild though. What can he do here? Courier, careful. Courier dies. Dire Courier goes down. Tema Wild at least gets some kill from this one. Looks for another kill. Looks for the Crystal Maiden. TP comes in for Always Wanna Fly as well. Gets himself a Chakram. Telekinesis back inside the Chakram with you. Tema Wild in some trouble. Rubs himself away. Chakram not doing enough damage just yet. Tema Wild trying to get himself away. Blinks, silence. Wants to go for that Crystal Maiden. Gets him, but goes down on himself as well. Double kill for Tema Wild. Is that worth it? I don't think so. Weaver with a mega kill streak. Gold to extra 500 gold to his name. I mean, TTD is getting ahead slowly but steadily, but they are losing valuable targets, and it feels like they're overextending more often than not. And that could be the death of them. So far, though, I mean, they're very far ahead in terms of gold, don't get me wrong. But overextending is the death of a lot of teams that do get ahead early on in the game. 7,500 gold is the score in terms of being in favor of TTD. Experience graph, a little bit less in favor, but in favor nonetheless. Jackal, looking for an only slash. Got in 1 second again, but it has to Blade Fury himself out. In comes Rose. You know what Tidehunter's name actually means in Dutch? Pink. It is literally pink. Roze. Pink. It's funny. Anyways, that was a crazy orb from Tema Wild. Tries to maybe get himself a kill on the Weaver, but won't be able to do that. I mean, he has a Dream Coil. He could probably do it if he found out where it was, but doesn't get it in time. In the meantime, middle lane, action happening. Gosh, up and Always Wanna Fly. In comes the Chakram, and actually Well, it hit because it was always want to fly. Chakram is all over the place. This is very confusing. Thank you. I mean, it's a great spell to steal, don't get me wrong. I already said that during the draft. Oh, Fateful, Timbersaw, Chakrams all over the place. You can't stand in your own Chakram, it still hurts you. Jackal has got this Omni Slash. Gets silenced up though, or at least Blade fears himself away. And comes Slave with a flat cannon, forcing everybody back. Homing missile, chasing down upon always wanna fly.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
It's very easy to steal Chakram as well. Tower goes down. Mac, extra gold to his name. TP in comes Rose. He doesn't have enough mana to Ravage just yet. He does have 10 stick charges though. In comes Timbersaw. They really want to take down Mag. When he comes in, well, there's a Ravage. But the face ship was there. Crystal Maiden is the one to go down on the different side of the map by the looks of it. Naga Siren actually got that kill in the mid lane. Nobody goes down in the top lane. I'm not sure where Proc went. He actually was able to get himself out of there before the Ravage hit. In comes the Silence. Wants himself a kill on the Weaver. Gets himself a kill on the Weaver. 2 kills going the way of TTD across the map. And a wasted Ravage at that. Mag, able to live, able to survive. And able to just move back mid. Continue farming. Smoke up. Let's see what they can get with this. Nice. Regen rune. Takeage. I wouldn't say steal because it wasn't anybody's, but he just took it out of the claws of Weejazik. Steal the Chakram stolen by Always Wanna Fly. It's a great thing to have, to be fair. Roshan. Nothing really that Baguette can really do against it. I think they know this is happening. They've got that ward standing there. But do they really want to go in when they know that they're behind? Rather, do they not want to try and take something in return? Tama Wild's actually going to make sure that they don't take anything else. Tama Wild gets a Dream Coil up, goes down for it though, takes the Crystal Maiden with him. Very aggressive play from Crazy. What's in a name? Well, Roshan will end up going down. It goes very slow though. Very, very slow. Gold Graph 10k in favor of TTD. We've got 7,500 in favor of them as well in terms of experience. And of course that's seen back in the levels of Tama Wild mostly. Tama Wild with that Dagon. He's been in 10 out of the 15 kills. He's level 15. He's 4 level higher than the second highest level on the map. Which is actually split by 4. All level 11. You can see it for yourself. Weaver Timbersaw on one. Lone Druid and... Oh, and that guy, the jumping around guy, the Juggernaut, the one that just got a kill on the Crystal Maiden, also level 11. In comes a call down, looking for Weejazik. Nice Chakram up on 2. But Patso, can he actually get something here? There comes a song. Allows Weejazik to get away. And they should be able to just get away with this one. Chakrams being exchanged left and right. Fateful, that picks up the Tide Hunter, Slave. Oh, Jackal. Do you really want to go here? Yeah, he will die, but he'll take a kill with him. At least he will at least have done that. He has an Aegis, so that helps out there. Chakram already placed there for when he comes back, but he's able to walk himself out of there. Always want to fly still hanging around because he's got a Chakra of his own, just in case someone would chase that. But, I mean, they only lost an Aegis for a kill on a Gyrocopter and a Tidehunter. A pretty decent trade, if I were to call it. Yes, as the chat correctly pointed out, and as said earlier, Mac did pick up an armlet. Now, of course, it's not ideal anymore, but it's not bad. It's definitely not bad, especially not if you can, in fights, armlet toggle on and off. If you are microing that shit properly. Still got a lot of armor on it. And if you're thinking you're gonna be okay with it anyway, it's a bit more defensive item now than it was before, I guess. And he's okay with it. You need to be able to micro it on in fights though, but we're gonna see if he's able to do that. In the meantime, Jackal finds himself a Timbersaw. In comes Tama Wild as well though. There's Tidehunter. Does he have a Ravage? Yes he does. Before he goes down, gets it up on 3. In comes a Cold down. Can they get some kills? Frostbite up on the Juggernaut. Tries to get himself away. The healing word already dead. He's able to at least help kill off the Crystal Maiden. Tries to run for it. Gets chased down. Will end up going down to the Weaver's Bug. In comes Chakrams trying to take down the Gyrocopter. Puck able to do that one. In comes more Chakrams. Tama Wild will get picked off. Sorry, that was the one to fly. Tama Wild himself will try to get himself out to the other side. Blink away. Gets himself out just fine. In the meantime, Lone Druid pushing up on the tower. And the Armlet indeed turned on. So good stuff for him. Tower will drop. Armlet still on. Armlet turned off. Looking for entangles. Doesn't get it up on the Timbersaw on the first hit. Doesn't get it on the second hit. Lets him be. Goes for creeps instead.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
2 kills. Going the way of Baguette, of course, there. With a nice Ravage coming up from Rose. Mag in a lot of trouble. Zik trying to help out. He doesn't have a song though, and Mag will probably end up going down there. Tries to take down Voya if he can. And he actually can. At least he took someone with him. In comes Tama Wild. That's gonna be a killing spree for him as he takes down the Tidehunter. Buyback for Mag. Wants to go back to farming. Goes back mid. "16 kills Tama Wild has been involved in, has only died twice. Looks like he just bought 2 extra levels of his Dagon. Yep. That happened. Tama Wild, Dagon level 3 in the house. In the meantime, his team is still dominating the charts, dominating everything, dominating the map. 15k golden experience going away of TTD, formerly known as EIZO Cup. And the Frenchies not able to get a foot in the door by the looks of it. And if they do, it just gets slammed shut straight away. But this is their last hope. They're not going to tap out early. This is the 3rd game of this best of 3. Mag starting in the shock room because he can. Maybe thinking it was always one of flies. Always one of fly doesn't have a spell at the moment though. Should be looking for a shock run perhaps. He has a blink dagger by the way. Maybe trying to look for the Weaver, but no, just gonna push back the top lane, trying to take down the last tier 2 tower standing. Bear getting slowed a lot. That might be 300 gold. Yep, 300 gold going away with the Timbersaw. Mag doesn't have a resummon, of course. He just died and bought back. Had to turn on his resummon his Bear Weaver. Might want to be careful there. Dagon level 3. There's no Lincolns on that Weaver. Let's see how far they get with this tier 3 tower. I mean, the push is ready. I mean, we know that TTD don't have to wait anymore. They've got that healing word maxed out. They've got the items that they want, and they can just, push down the towers. There's really nothing that they can do. In the meantime, Puck takes down the Weaver by himself. Was trying to push down mid tower, but oh, in comes the ensnare. Look for the Ravage. Finds the Ravage. Up on 3. Is that a Ravage stolen? Yes, it is. Always want to fly. Just has to wait for the right moment. All that he has to do. Oh. Not the right moment. Nice try though. Cooldown comes down. They're looking for Mag. Always when a fly comes in as well. Has got no cooldown on any of the spells. In comes a Dagon. There goes the Weaver for the 2nd time this fight. He also just bought back. And look for the Gyrocopter next. He goes down. Jackal helping out with that one. And they find themselves the Timbersaw next. Timbersaw was able to chase down Lone Druid. So Lone Druid, he already bought back in the previous fight. He can't buy back again. He's dead for a little while. But yeah, let's see if they can catch out this Timbersaw. The normal rule is when chasing a Timbersaw is to not chase the Timbersaw. But he doesn't have any mana anymore, can't Timber Chain himself away, so that should be him maybe dying, but there was no way that they could interrupt the TP anymore. So, doesn't die, able to TP himself out. Nice fight for Baguette nonetheless. I mean, they are able to force him back, and they wasted the Ravage up on the Rubik. That was nice as well. But yeah, that was also, I mean, TTD kind of went in a bit awkwardly. Felt like they were a bit rushed. You still have to take, stop pinging. You still have to take care of that Ravage. Ravage and the Timbersaw is, I mean, Timbersaw is pretty tanky. It still deals out quite a bit of damage. So you can't really be sleeping on that one. Another level to Dagon build, level 4 right now. We also have a Gem of True Set, so that's going to be very sad. Weaver still. even more sad than he already was. He died 5 times, which of 2 of which were in the previous 5 minutes, I believe. Less even. Oh, and Snare gets dodged. In comes the Sentry Ward. Only a little bit too late, though. Mag does have a new bear. If he dies right now, that will be a world of pain, because that will be no bear for another 100 seconds. And in comes the rest. In the meantime, Puck gets himself a solo kill upon the Gyrocopter in the Radiant Forest. Jackal walks past the Sentry Ward. Whoa. 1 crit and a Blade Fury. That's all that he needs. Whoa, goes the wrong way. 1 hit. There we go. That's a kill. Jackal walks himself out. He has still got that Omni Slash. Just needs the vision. And he knows that too. The creep wave. Oh, Omni Slash. Up on Rose. Gets him as well. In comes the Ensnare. Telekinesis there. Marsu in a lot of trouble. Marsu dead. 4 dead on the side of Baguette. TTD not losing a single soul. And we'll continue pushing on towards the tier 3 tower. Bashana also up on the Lone Druid. Well, I say up, but it's in the courier, I believe. In comes a Ravage. That was actually a Ravage from the Alpha When a Fly, who stole Chakram straight after, because, I mean, Tide still has a Ravage. GG gets cold. That was the 3rd game of this best of 3. We have got TTD, terrible, terrible damage, formerly known as EIZO Cup, facing up against Life in the semifinals tomorrow at 1800. Other semifinals will be KP taking on Empire in the semifinals as well on 1800 tomorrow. And tomorrow, I mean actually today if you're in Europe, because I mean Tuesday. So that's that. Stick around for some commercials, things to support me, and otherwise have a good night. Laters. Oh yeah, and follow me on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, all under the name of Shiver Gaming. And if you want to pick only one of them, I will say today Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at Shiver Gaming. And yeah, talk to you later.